Hello, my name is Claudio Santander, and today I'm going to be discussing this very effective and fun way to get students engaged in class using technology here. The name of this website here is called Blooket, and you can see here in this top left corner the name of the website. You can just go to blooket.com, and it's going to give you a sign in or log in kind of sign up page where you would be prompted to enter your email, a username, and what's great about this website is that it's free of charge, so you can use it in class without having to worry about if you're going to be having to pay for it. So it's a free of charge website, and it's really great to use because it's a very fun and engaging way to keep students um, learning. So what you do after you sign up using your email, you are going to be taken to this dashboard here, where you will be giving uh, an option to create a set or discover sets. And what's so awesome about this website is that if you don't really want to do the manual labor of creating your own set, they have thousands of different types of sets that other people have created, or maybe that are um, created by the website itself that you can access for free. So, for example, if you're in a geography course, you could play a name that state kind of game where you would host right here in this top right corner. As a teacher, you would host this maybe on the overhead projector, and students would have to enter in a code that they would be um, that the website would give you. So students would just have to log in to Blooket as well as a student, and they would be given the code, and they could type that in, and then you play the game. Um, so it's like a really fun and engaging way to keep students learning. Also, as a teacher, you will be given access to what kind of limits you can put on time, maybe what order you can move these questions in. I know sometimes maybe if you're doing something like a sequence of events kind of thing, that you could probably move the orders around of questions. So it's also a very easy and easy way to like really structure these questions too. So it's not too hard to use. But I actually wanted to give you an example of what it would be like to create your own set. So let me go right back to my dashboard. So for creating a set, for example, if I had to give a title or whatever, like maybe I'm giving a topic in science because that's the course that I want to teach. I would do, for example, like the water cycle, and like my description could be students uh, will have to identify identify different different parts of the water cycle. And then here you could give a cover image, so you could upload your own image. They have image gallery as well. For the sake of time, I'm not going to do that so I'm just going to leave it blank. But yeah, you can really customize each set, which is really awesome because it's a really fun, interactive way for teachers as well to like kind of put in their little creative touch on it too. So yeah, you get your creative, you get your little creative spin on it, and then after you do that, you can obviously make it public because you want your students to play. And then we're gonna do, you can either do manual, start from scratch, which is a little more labor intensive. But what's so awesome about Blooket is that if you don't want to create the questions yourself, because maybe there's just so many questions that you have to look for or something for whatever reason, for sake of time, of course, because teachers never have time. Um, you can import questions from Quizlet as well, which I thought was just awesome and just so handy because Quizlet has a ton of options as well. So because you can import these questions, it makes it really easy. Like it says, quick and easy. So I'm going to give you an example of what I did. So for Quizlet import, I just selected that. And so after you select your Quizlet import, you're going to hit create your set. And the process of finding a Quizlet is actually pretty simple as well. So all you have to do is search your Quizlet, um, and then you can also type in kind of like the keywords that you're going to be looking for, like maybe water cycle questions as my example. Um, Maybe you say like this one has 6 terms here, and then I kind of like look at them already and see if these are questions that I would love to have students look over. So like, yes, these are perfect examples like evaporation, these vocabulary terms, right? And here are the definitions that go with them. So yes, The next step would be to um, hit these little three dots here, and you're going to export, and then you can copy the text here because this is all of the information that comes in the Quizlet, all the questions and the vocabulary terms, and you would go right back to your um, Blooket site, and then you get next step. It gives you the instructions that I'm giving you right now. So I like copy the text, export for example, and then you would just paste them here, and you could add the questions, and there you go. The website gives you all the questions that you just entered, and obviously the answers that go with them. So that's amazing. And then, of course, like we said, you can change time limits. Maybe if you don't want to say you don't want this question, you can just delete it, or you can edit it as well. We can also just change we can just change the order of them as well. So I think it's just really, really easy to use, very handy. Um, so yeah, after that, you're just gonna hit save your set. Now, what's so fun about Blooket is I'll give you kind of like a really quick perspective from how it looks to a student. So I'm just gonna play solo real quick. Obviously, if I was a teacher, I would host, but so anyways, as a student, they were gonna give like different game modes that they can play. Um, so for example, like the cafe, they would select a new game, right? This was my trial run earlier. Um, all they have to do would be in this case would just be like having to progress the game. They have to answer questions correctly. So for example, this one here, if I would read it, I know the correct answer is observation. I get it correct. So then now I can play the game. So then the only way to progress the game is to answer questions correctly, for example. So then I would just keep going. And the other modes are the same. Like to progress the game, all you have to do is go back to each question, answer them correctly. Um, so yeah, that's how you basically get them to um, play the games. So it's a really fun and interactive way for students to do it, and it's at their own pace. There's no competition, for example. Like there's no who can do it the fastest. It's not like Kahoot where who answers questions quicker. Um, so yeah, I think it's just a really awesome tool to use, and I think students will really enjoy it. Um, so yeah, that's just one of the many things that I really love about Blooket. It's just really fun and interactive, and students can really gravitate to these things because it's like playing a game, obviously. So yeah, that's one of the many things I love about it.